Any predictions? Anybody who's winning? Who's winning Game 7?
What's that? Is this tomorrow or Sunday?
Sunday. We get a day off tomorrow. So nice.
Damn.
Thanks.
Let's go,
Ooh.
James. I changed my mind. I'm on your side. Jason Tatum.
I'm gonna have to say Boston, man. I ain't gonna. I feel like
Yeah,
I don't know. My gut's telling me
yeah. Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston at home feels like the easy call, but also this series has been weird as shit. And I'm gonna like. I would
Yeah,
much rather somehow Boston chokes this away. Game 7 in
yeah,
Boston. It would be hilarious, but it's really hard to
yeah.
see them actually losing that game. Maybe
Shoot,
it's
at
Joel
this point.
Embiid's
What
moment.
was last game?
Joel
Yeah,
Embiid
what
steps.
happened last game? Did y'all watch last game?
I mean, Philly should have fucking won, and then Tatum started making some shots, and James Harden ran the offense the last 2 minutes, and Joel Embiid didn't touch it. There was a play at one point. He kicks the ball to PJ for the corner three, misses it. Next time down the court, kicks it, tries to like preemptively kick it to PJ on the pre-rotation. PJ throws it back. Then he does it again like 4 seconds later, and then PJ misses, or he gives it back to Harden, and Harden misses. And B just didn't touch the ball the last 2 minutes. It was rough.
That sounded like
It
the
was like
Houston Rockets for a
during a
second.
like 11-1 run. Yeah, it was tough. Because they had it won. The game was like they were winning that game for a long time, and then all of a sudden it was tied, and all of a sudden Boston was up 10. And
Harden just needed one more chance to fail. He just needed one more chance to
yeah,
fail.
no, it really
This is it
happened.
right here.
It took a
Every
whole.
time he,
Go ahead.
he taking his lumps. Come back. He come back to that 40 ball. Come back to that impact.
Yeah, so yeah, Boston's probably getting it, but yeah, it would be fun as hell if Philly somehow pulled that off. Redemption from my boy Andre.
Mm, mm, What year was that? 2012.
Yeah, it was 2012.
We need to go back 2012, man. And do a podcast on that year.
That was a
But
fun year. That was Thibs. Thibs. It's funny. Thibs lost to a Thibs lost to an 8 seed then. Thibs lost to an 8 seed this year.
no damn.
Ah man.
Oh,
Oh,
that was our
speaking of
last.
Thesz, what's it called? Jeff T did went on a podcast
I
and
heard
told the
that was
whole Jimmy
crazy.
Butler
Yeah,
story. Yeah, I just watched
yeah.
it. It's pretty
It was.
funny.
I'll
What
have to
did he
check it out.
say? He said he had the he took off the jacket, right? And he had like
He
Timberwolves
had the
logo cut
Minnesota
out.
cut off. Yeah. It was great because at first I watched Towns tell the story on Paul George. Paul George did and made him tell the story. Towns was trying to have a downplay and then watched Jeff T's right after. For real, I was like, oh yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, we gotta have something about that. There needs to be a retrospective at some point because the story keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's when it's like, it seems like people are more willing to tell us what actually happened that day.
Yeah, I didn't know Jeff T is hilarious. But
No, I heard it
I have
was
to
a
check
good
it
one.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the other funny one. I feel like just
The legend of Jimmy Butler.
Thibs lost to an 8 seed again, but Miami's the first 8 seed to get to the conference finals since the New
mm,
York Knicks went to the
After
finals, and they beat the Knicks to get there.
and they beat the Heat. And the Heat were the 1 seed
Oh
when the
shit,
Knicks.
that's crazy. I didn't
Yeah,
even think
when
about that
The
part.
Heat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, this is just Riley. This is a lot. The universe is jumping off with East Coast Riley Heat Knicks nonsense this year. It's crazy.
that was
It's the AC part of it.
yeah,
Both of them upsetting.
yeah. That was
Thibodeau. Go
no,
ahead.
no. I would say the last thing on that was just with all that. So apparently, Spo's never won a Coach of the Year, and he beat as the 8 seed two guys who have two coaches, like both of them have won Coach of the Year twice.
Oh
The two
yeah,
people who he beat have won Coach of the Year twice. He's never won Coach of the Year.
he beat
more NBA races.
Yeah, but
Tibbs
yeah,
and he
no,
beat.
for
Oh,
real.
Bud
Yeah,
beat
Bud has two.
twice.
Thibs has, I think, for two different teams too. Bud has one for Atlanta and one for
Atlanta,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Thibs has one for Chicago and one in New York. And yeah, no, that's a good call for the race. I was like, yeah, Eric Spoelstra has been longest tenure coach in the NBA, championships, literally pulls off miracles like this. Feel like every season and every playoffs. Can't win Coach of the Year.
Oh, we go. I'm coming back around. Give my man Mark Jackson a job. Nah, he said some bad things. I just remembered. You know why he can't have a job. There's a reason he can't have a job. But I will say this because there's also statistics to it. The longest tenured coaches in the NBA are wait, who was it?
Spoelstra's one of them. Spoelstra's Kerr and Pop, I think.
Her
It's Kerr,
and
Pop,
Pop.
Spoelstra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Her
Spoelstra's
Pop
longer than
Spoelstra.
Pop. Yeah. But Spoelstra's longer than Kerr.
Wait, who's the fourth then? Wait, it's Pop. Yeah, Pop, Spoelstra, Kerr.
Mm-hmm. Fourth would be. That's the thing. It might not be anybody too recent now. Everybody's been getting fired recently.
Mike Malone.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike
Malone.
Malone. There you go.
The
That's a good
third and
one.
fourth longest tenured coaches are Mark Jackson's assistant coach and Mark Jackson's replacement. Those are the longest tenured head coaches not named Spoelstra and Popovich. So other than the two dudes that go way back, the dude that replaced Mark Jackson and Mark Jackson's best assistant coach are the longest tenured coaches in the NBA. And he ain't got a job since. That's crazy.
The
You
funny
talking
part
about
is,
people, man. You
and no,
talking
you
about them people.
clarify. Wasn't his assistant. Associate head coach, different. That's not a person that
Associate.
worked. That's
He
not
was.
a person that worked for Mark Jackson. That was Mark Jackson's co-worker. Different
I
thing.
was a white man whose boss was a white man. Ain't sure about the title. I do not work for this Negro.
That's probably
I have a career ahead of me. I'm going places.
Oh man, I can't believe the Kings punted on that. It all worked out. No hard feelings all around, except for Boogie. Boogie got screwed in all of this somehow.
Oh yeah, he had it in between. I forgot about that. He went to sack first.
Yep.
Dang, they really got people don't know that Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins, and Mike Malone. They had 1 year, right? They had 1 year where they were all together.
Well, kind of. I think that was the year he got fired because he got fired because Boogie got sick. It's still the worst thing in the world. Boogie got sick. They went like 0-5, and he got fired for that shit.
That was the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm. They started the season like
because they started like
damn near.
Yeah. Oh man, the Kings. At least they back.
Then we got the guy that thinks every NBA player needs a better father figure. That's a whole nother story.